Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachak, double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, every will, peace, and blessings to the elect of Israel. Shalom and Abba Ball. Back at it with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Lord's will, this video is edifying. All right, and I just wanted to come back with another exhortation through the spirit on taking the low. All right, take the low, Ultimately, when you take the low, it makes everything flow smoother. Brothers don't have to be going through much work, if you will. And when I say work, I'm saying like, effort to figure things out or settle things, if you will. When, it's hard to do so when a person doesn't want to take the low, because not everyone can take the high seat. All right. And Yahweh Shai actually taught us that. Yahweh Shai taught us to take the low seat first, before we try to exalt ourselves above our own measure, As a matter of fact, let me actually get that real quick. It's in the book of Luke. This is Luke 14, and I'll start at verse 7. And he put forth a parable to those which were bidden, when he marked how they chose out the chief rooms, saying unto them, when thou art bidden of any man to a wedding, sit not down in the highest room, lest a more honorable man than thou be bidden of him. And he that bade thee and him come and say to thee, give this man place, and thou begin with shame to take the lowest room. But when thou art bidden, go and sit down in the lowest room, that when he that bade thee cometh, he may say unto thee, friend, go up higher. Then shalt thou have worship in the presence of them that sit at meat with thee. For whosoever exalteth himself shall be abased, and he that humbleth himself shall be exalted. All right, so that's the point of that right there. All right, so learn to take the low route first, man. All right, unless you want to get humiliated, when you try to be prideful and take the high seat, and next thing you know, you get superseded in the spirit, so to speak, man. Brother Debo you in the spirit, so to speak, man. All right, all because you didn't want to take the low route to begin with, And that's why the scriptures say, he that abaseth himself he that abaseth himself shall be exalted, and he that exalteth himself shall be abased, man. So we have to learn how to take the low seat, man. All right. And this is something that Yahweh Shai taught us to do. All right. This is Sirach, or Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 4. It says, seek not of the Lord preeminence, neither of the king the seat of honor. All right, so that's the point right there. Seek not of the Lord preeminence. All right, preeminence meaning you're trying to be like the first in line, so to speak. The Lord is not dealing with that. All right, it's not about, trying to be the top guy or such and such. It's really just about trying to be the best version you can be towards Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. All right, so nonetheless, let me go ahead and get this next one. All right, let's go to, let me see if I want to grab this one real quick. And that's the thing. That's a matter of order too, because you have to understand your role, all right, and your order within the camp, if you will, or within in general. All right. So the point being, you have to understand your order and your role. OK. And so when you always trying to take preeminence and you trying to get first fruits, and first dibs, such and such, but when really you're like the lowest brother in the camp, that's really out of order, to be honest. All right. That's like you trying to get dibs over Yahweh Shai, pretty much, Know your role. And scriptures talk about how the Lord hath set every member in the body, on every particular member in the body, have pleased him. So you have to be able to know your role, man. All right, in the camp. Okay. This is Matthew. Let me see. This is Matthew 20. Let me start at verse 21. And he said unto her, what wilt thou? She saith unto him, grant that these my two sons may sit, the one on thy right hand and the other on thy left, in thy kingdom. But Yahushua answered and said, Ye know not what ye ask. Are ye able to drink of the cup that I shall drink of, and to be baptized with the baptism that I shall be baptized with? They say unto him, We are able. He saith unto them, Ye shall drink indeed of my cup, and be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with. But to sit on my right hand and on my left is not mine to give, but it shall be given to them for whom it is prepared of my Father. All right, so that's the point on that right there. Okay, the Lord has prepared every man in the church. You know, the Lord has prepared every man in the church in his own right and in his own order, man. Okay, so you can't just be trying to take the high seat all the time when, you know, you might not be the one who deserves to be in the high seat, like we just read in Luke. All right, lest the one who comes and, you know, bids someone greater than him moves you out that high seat and you get put into the lowest room, you know. So take the low and rather let someone call you up than you try to go up and someone call you down, man, as the scriptures tell us to do so. All right, take the low, man. All right, learn how to take the low. Okay, you don't always got to win every battle, man. All right, you don't always have to win every battle, and that's really the thing of humility. All right, and that's something that's you know, that's something that you have to work on in the spirit, you know. It's 1 Corinthians 6, starting at verse 7. It says, Now there is utterly a fault among you, because ye go to law one with another. Why do you not rather take wrong? Why you do not rather suffer yourselves to be defrauded? Okay, nay, you do wrong and defraud, and that your brethren. Okay, so the point being, you know, suffer yourselves to be defrauded, man. Ultimately meaning take the low. Okay, sometimes you might actually be right in a certain matter, or you might have, you know, the right to do a certain thing. But in order to avoid any confusion or problems or strife or anything like that, you take the low route and you let Yahweh Shemel Shai deal with it. You let Yahweh Shemel Shai plead your cause, man. You know, especially when you're dealing amongst the brothers, man. Okay, because we have to keep in mind when we're dealing amongst the brothers, we have to make sure that we're walking upon eggshells, man. All right, through the spirit. Okay, this is Philippians. Let me see. This is Philippians chapter 2. I'll start verse 1. It says, if there be therefore any consolation in Mashiach, if any comfort of love, if any fellowship of the Spirit, if any bowels and mercies, fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind. Let nothing be done through strife or vain glory, but in lowliness of mind, meaning humility, humbleness, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem other better than themselves. Okay, so that is ultimately taking the low. When you're thinking about another brother over yourself, man, that's how the Lord wants us to be. The Lord wants us to take the low. We're supposed to esteem each other better than ourselves, man. All right, not trying to, you know, you get all the dibs in the pick, so to speak, and then you leave the brothers the scraps. No, it's supposed to be the opposite, man. All right, Yahweh, the scriptures say, the greater thou art, the more humble thyself. If anything, you know. It says, look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others. Let this mind be in you, which was also in Mashiach Yahweh Shai. All right, so that's the point on that right there. Okay, that's the point on that right there. Now, you know, I got you know, one more precept on the list, if you will, but, you know, there's a lot more precepts you can grab concerning this matter. All right, but, you know, kind of pressed for time. So this is 1 Peter 3 and verse 8. It says, finally, be ye all of one mind, having compassion one of another, love as brethren, be pitiful, be courteous, man. All right, we need to be courteous one amongst each other, man. All right, have courtesy among the brothers, man. Not rendering evil for evil or railing for railing, but contrariwise blessing, knowing that ye are thereunto called, and that ye should inherit a blessing. For he that will love life and see good days, let him refrain his tongue from evil, and his lips that they may speak no guile. All right, so you don't want to be speaking evil and guile amongst the brothers as well, man. All right, and as well also amongst the doctrine. All right, It says, let him eschew evil and do good, and let him seek peace and ensue it. And a part of you taking the low is a part of you seeking peace, man, because it brings up less confusion when you take the low. Verse 12, for the eyes of the Lord are over the righteous, and his ears are open unto their prayers, but the face of the Lord is against them that do evil. All right, and that's the point of that right there, man. All right, so ultimately, I just wanted to exhort brothers, learn to take the low, man. Learn to take the low seat, man. All right, you don't always got to, win everything, if you will, man. Let your brothers win some too, man. Okay? You see a parking spot. You see the place is crowded with parking. You see a couple parking spots open, and you could have taken the parking spot closer to your destination, but you see your brother going to need a parking spot. Man, give your brother that parking spot, man. That's you. That's a form of you taking the low. That's just one example of you taking the low, man. Or that you see that there's one slice left in the box of pizza, if you will, and you know that your brother is hungry and he's trying to eat, and you already had a slice of pizza, man, take the low, give the brother the slice, man. The list goes on, man. All right. So ultimately, with that, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory. How about Shem Yahushai, about Shem Chakodash, double honor to the elders and apostles, the great millstone, never will. Peace and blessing to the elect of Israel. Shalom and Abba Ball.